You don't think he's better than any of the guys you
faced? The young one is looking
faced?
more better than him. Who that? Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this nigga.
So you would rather
keep screaming this nigga name? He haven't done nothing.
You'd rather fight
Keyshawn? Haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who say that you might be afraid?
While Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Keyshawn Davis may not be scheduled to fight yet, their names are constantly clashing outside the ring. The tension between these two boxers is undeniable, and it's becoming clear that their rivalry could soon become one of the most heated in boxing. Recently,
so what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense.
Recently, an explosive face-to-face interview put their growing animosity in the spotlight. What started as a conversation quickly turned into a verbal battlefield, with Keyshawn accusing Tank of avoiding top fighters like Shakur Stevenson. Tank, never one to back down from a challenge, shot back, labeling Keyshawn as a hype job who has yet to face real competition. During the interview, Keyshawn...
I want light skin. I want that light-skinned crybaby. I want that light-skinned coward. And I think he's scared. I think he knows I'm his toughest test at 135 pounds.
Keyshawn did not hold back. He accused Tank of ducking top contenders like Shakur Stevenson, his close friend and fellow lightweight. Keyshawn, often referred to as the businessman for his calculated approach both in and out of the ring, doubled down on his claims. He accused Tank of avoiding the toughest matchups and avoiding fights with boxers who could truly test his skills. Tank didn't take kindly to the allegations, quickly firing back at Keyshawn, calling him someone who talks a lot but doesn't back it up. The back and forth only heightened the rivalry, with Tank going as far as calling Keyshawn an inexperienced amateur who's trying to use his name to build credibility. The only person that doesn't like it is him, Tank remarked, adding that Keyshawn is weird for his comments. Despite the verbal back and forth, Tank made it clear that he has no intention of dodging any of the big names in the lightweight division. If Keyshawn wants to fight, he has no choice.
Like it is him. He's kind of weird, but now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about Keyshawn. What if he touch you? What if I touch him?
He has no choice now, Tank said. The fans want to see it. After what I just did tonight against a guy bigger than me, come on now. If I touch him, what's going to happen? Ironically, while Keyshawn is quick to accuse Tank of cherry-picking his fights, he too is facing his own set of criticisms for the choices he's making.
Yo, but what about Keyshawn saying that the Tank is target practice? You heard that audio?
I like how Keyshawn, he's clout chasing. Bring up Tank's name, sell your fight, get the most views on it.
That's what Morrell was doing.
Yeah, that's what Morrell was doing. But Keyshawn, no, I don't know if he could beat Tank.
Fans had anticipated a highly anticipated showdown between Keyshawn and Andy Cruz, a four-time conqueror of Keyshawn in the amateurs and one of the most skilled fighters in the lightweight division. Many viewed Cruz as the ideal opponent for Keyshawn to prove himself and solidify his reputation among the elite. However, in a surprising twist, Keyshawn has decided not to face Cruz, and instead, he's set to fight Dennis Baranchyk, a 36-year-old WBO lightweight champion. While Baranchyk is an experienced fighter, many fans and critics believe that this decision represents a strategic detour in Keyshawn's career. He's choosing a path that could lead to a title without facing the toughest possible competition.
I think Keyshawn can beat him in the pros, even though Andy had his number, no doubt about it, throughout all the amateurs, including the Olympics. But I think, the pros is a different game. You guys know that. And I think Keyshawn, is showing us more power.
Critics argue that Keyshawn is trying to avoid a potentially dangerous opponent in Cruz and is instead taking the safer route by fighting Baranchyk, who, while experienced, is considered to be on the downside of his career. The controversial decision to fight Baranchyk. The decision to fight Baranchyk has left many fans scratching their heads. Baranchyk is a solid fighter, but he's seen as past his prime and not the most formidable opponent at lightweight. Keyshawn, on the other hand, has proven his skills and potential through a flawless 12-0 record with 8 knockouts. But his decision to avoid Cruz is raising questions about his willingness to face the most dangerous opponents in the division. Keyshawn.
Bro, think about it, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go down the line, bro. Y'all been talking about, Key fight Mark Castro. Key. Key, fight Ryo. Oh, Key, fight Frank Martin.
Keyshawn, however, remains confident in his decision. He brushed off calls for a Cruz fight, saying, "Man ain't trying to fight me. I'll knock him out." This was followed by a response from Cruz, who quickly fired back, labeling Keyshawn's comments as baseless and insisting he's more than ready to step into the ring with him. Despite their back and forth, the question remains, is Keyshawn avoiding the toughest competition to protect his record? Or is he simply taking a calculated step towards securing a world title?
Who's the bigger challenge for you right now? Andy Gomez, we just heard Willie from Boxeo Cubano ask you about your boy Frank Martin.
Frank Martin, definitely.
Keyshawn's public focus is on securing the WBO title and then setting his sights on Tank Davis. In his own words, "After I become champion, it's about proving I'm the best." That means going after Tank, Haney, or whoever they say is the top guy. However, as Tank pointed out during their heated exchange, holding a belt doesn't automatically guarantee a shot at the biggest names in boxing. Belts don't mean fights. You gotta earn your shot, Tank emphasized. While Keyshawn continues to chase a world title, Tank's perspective is a reminder that there's more to earning a big fight than just having a belt. Tank's success.
Title, but also we gonna come back to Norfolk, man. So y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3. But world title definitely be next. 2025, we got big plans for.
Tank's success has been built on his skill, his ability to draw crowds, and his reputation for fighting the best available opponents. Simply holding a title won't automatically earn Keyshawn a shot at the sport's biggest stars. Keyshawn's journey toward a world title has been impressive, with his undefeated record of 12-0 and 8 knockouts. He's quickly climbing the ranks, gaining recognition for his slick boxing style and charisma. However, the shadow of Andy Cruz still looms large. A win over Cruz would not only settle unfinished business, but also help silence the critics who question whether Keyshawn is truly ready for the toughest challenges in the division.
TFV been doing a lot of talking lately, so hey, I go up to 140 and fight TFV. What's up? Get this win tonight. TFV, we already know how I'm coming. You and your father. So let's set it up. I come straight to 140.
As for Tank Davis, his rise to superstardom continues. Having defeated top names like Ryan Garcia, Leo Santa Cruz, and Rolando Romero, he remains one of boxing's most electrifying figures. Tank's ability to dominate his opponents with his knockout power and precision is what keeps fans and pundits alike eager to see who he'll face next. Yet, as his career progresses, calls for him to face fighters like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney only grow louder.
Other southpaw on the other side of the street, this is an example for you, but I probably can do you a little earlier than that. You and Earl keep saying this, that, and third. I want to fight, but y'all calling out.
Tank Davis has faced his own share of criticisms regarding his opposition, with many arguing that his team has strategically avoided some of the division's most dangerous fighters. His most recent fight against Lamont Roach, while solid, didn't silence the critics who continue to call for him to face elite fighters like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney. Tank, however, has always dismissed such accusations, stating, "I've always fought who they put in front of me and take care of business every time." Tank's resume is a testament to his skill, but the calls for him to face the likes of Stevenson and Haney continue to grow louder with each victory. Still, Tank's belief in his own abilities is unwavering. He's confident that he's the best 135-pounder out there, and he's determined to prove it fight after fight. Meanwhile, Keyshawn Davis is making it clear that he has no interest in taking the slow route to the top. His insistence on calling out Tank and other big names in the division reflects his desire to prove himself against the best.
He's not just offensive first, but he's very patient, and then just try to catch you slipping. You know what I'm saying? And certain fighters, it's just smart, so
He's not just looking to win titles. He wants to make a statement that he's the best lightweight in the world. However, as boxing experts like Paulie Malignaggi have pointed out, the road to superstardom is never easy. The promotional divide between Top Rank, which manages Keyshawn, and Premier Boxing Champions, which promotes Tank, has historically made fights between their fighters difficult to arrange. Malignaggi acknowledged that while Tank would be willing to fight anyone, Keyshawn is still relatively green and hasn't proven himself in the same way. Despite the difficulties in making a fight happen, Keyshawn has shown no signs of backing down. His recent comments about Tank's tendency to fall behind on scorecards suggest that he's confident in his ability to exploit Tank's potential weaknesses. But Tank quickly responded with a throwback text exchange where Keyshawn had once reached out for career advice, emphasizing the sometimes humorous back and forth between the two. The rivalry.
Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there.
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
The rivalry between Keyshawn and Tank is undeniable, and it has fans buzzing with anticipation for a potential showdown. While Keyshawn's confidence is admirable, experts continue to question whether he's ready to take on someone as skilled and experienced as Tank Davis. If Keyshawn is to prove that he belongs among the lightweight elite, a fight with Tank will have to happen sooner or later. For now, both fighters are focused on their respective goals. Keyshawn has his sights set on the WBO title, and a win over Baranchik would go a long way towards securing that. Meanwhile, Tank Davis continues to prove himself against top-tier opponents, solidifying his place among the lightweight elite. But as Tank Davis continues to dominate headlines, Keyshawn Davis remains hungry, eager to prove himself and earn his shot at the top. The lightweight division is on fire, and with the rivalry between Tank and Keyshawn heating up, it's only a matter of time before these two face off inside the ring. Okay guys, for the best updates on boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications to never miss out on quality content. And check out our other videos. Until next time, peace out.